Hello, everybody. Welcome. It's Father Rich here on behalf of Father Jorge. We just first want to say how grateful we are to all of you for your incredible cooperation and patience during this whole time of quarantine. And now that things are opening up slowly and safely, we want to go over how we can come back here to church to celebrate Mass together with you on Sunday and daily Mass. It's going to be the same, but it's not going to be the same. It's going to be the same Mass, but you're going to find out when you get here that some things are going to be a little bit different. Like when you come in, first of all, you might see that you might not be able to get that pew that you always sit in. That's okay. Hang in there. You might notice that some parts of the Mass, there's some things that are going to be a little bit different. We're going to explain that as we go. That's okay too. It's going to be a little bit different, but it's the same Mass and it's the same Eucharist. It's the same Holy Communion that we know everybody wants to receive. Because of all that, we have to do things a little bit differently. And one of those things now will be how many people can come into church. We're going to have limited Masses, and even for the celebration of the sacraments, such as weddings and baptisms, we have to be limited. The governor is limiting us to 50 people, and that's what we're going to do. 50 people for daily Mass and 50 people for Sunday Mass. What should you expect when you come here to St. Joan of Arc for Mass? Whether it's daily Mass or Sunday Mass, remember, we want you to register before you come. We want you to register on our website, and that's www.stjoans.org, www.stjoans.org. So it's a registration process. It's really easy. You will be able to do this, okay? So you're going to register, and that's going to help us. I'm going to ask everybody, at least in these beginning weeks, if you could just register for either a Sunday Mass or a daily Mass once, one Mass a week. Let's hold it to that at least. If it looks like more and more people want to come, maybe I'm going to ask you to just maybe come every 2 weeks. Or if it looks like we have plenty of space for those 250, then we'll be able to do more. But we're going to take it slowly. I ask you just to sacrifice, come once a week. Sign up for one Mass a week, whether it be daily or Sunday. Remember, Bishop O'Connell has extended the dispensation for Sunday Mass, the obligation. He's extended that into September, so you don't have to worry about that. We're happy to tell you also that our online Masses are going to continue. Right, we're going to continue to put online on Facebook, on YouTube, and our website. Every daily Mass and the 10:30 Sunday Mass will continue to be on the website and online. You'll be able to see that, so we thank you for that. Now, when you get here, when you arrive, masks will be required for everyone who attends Mass, except young children under the age of 2. They don't make masks that small. So when you arrive, please put on your face mask. That's the first thing you want to do. The only time a face mask should be removed during Mass will be actually for the reception of Holy Communion. Please enter through the designated doors. They're going to be up front, the front doors by the St. Joan of Arc statue. Those are the doors you're going to come in. They'll be the front doors that come in. The side doors are going to remain closed. You will be able to exit them should there be any kind of emergency in church, of course, but we're going to not use them to come into the building. As you walk in, please sanitize your hands upon entry, as you've been accustomed to doing if you've been coming for daily prayer. There will be designated pews that you will see that will help us respect social distance. We have to keep that social distance. We still have to do that. We have to keep 6 feet distance while we're seated in the pews, unless you are one family unit, one household unit, then of course you can sit together. Unless you really don't want to, and that's your prerogative. Please do not sit in pews with the sign, love your neighbor. Please sit in another pew. You'll know what I mean when you get here. During Mass, you may find that Mass again will look and sound and feel a little bit different. The hymnals will not be available. All the holy water fonts are going to be empty. And while there will be music during Mass, there will be no choir, unfortunately, and no congregational singing. We can't encourage any congregational singing. You can hum with your lips closed, okay? Also, the reception of Holy Communion is only going to be under the consecrated host, only under the host alone. Be advised that only one bathroom will be available during Mass, so please keep social distance while waiting in line. You may notice that collection baskets will not be passed. Hey, isn't that great? No collection. Well, not totally. We're going to have a big box in the vestibule of the church on your way out. We hope you'll be able to drop your offering there. Thank you so much for your generosity, by the way. Everybody's been incredible, so supportive during this time. I need to put a plug in for that and tell you how grateful we are for that. During the sign of peace, please avoid handshakes or hugs or kisses. A friendly hand wave will be okay and will do. For communion, how to go to communion, how to go to Holy Communion, please remain in your seat until your area has been called for the reception of communion. We're going to do it by areas to make it go smoother. As you come up for communion, please be sure to maintain that 6 feet distance between you and the person in front of you. You'll notice markings on the floor of the aisle to help you maintain that social distance. Keep your mask on. Keep your mask on while you're in the communion line. Take the host in the palm of your hand, then stepping aside with your other hand, move the mask away from your mouth, consume the host, and replace the mask after consuming the host. Return to your seat following the signs on the floor, or we'll also direct you will be able to leave at that point should you like. When Mass is over, we're going to ask everybody to exit by the main doors located in the back of the church again. So we're going to go in and out of our main doors. You're going to get that. We'll ask you to proceed directly to your cars. Sadly, this can't be a time to gather together after Mass. We have to keep that social distancing and keep everybody safe. That's why we're doing this. Side doors, again, as I said, will remain closed before, during, and after the Mass. Should there be an emergency, we would certainly be able to get out. Thank you for making possible the reopening of our public Masses. It will be wonderful to be in here with you again. Father Jorge and I have loved the online Masses, and as I said, we're going to continue that. But Eucharist needs a community. It needs all of us together, praying together, and receiving the communion together, and being the body of Christ together. So we will see you soon. All of this begins on Wednesday, June 17th. We'll see you then. God bless you.